Cooquette, la Cooquette.
Hola and welcome again to La Cooquette for another yummy recipe. Are you ready for a cheese adventure? Well, today I'm partnering with my friends at Tabasco and their sauces have inspired me to create the most delicious pizza I've ever made. So today we're making the deep dish Chicago-style pizza. This super easy recipe will take us to a cosmopolitan city filled with lots of culinary heritage. We'll go deep into a world of thick, spongy dough, inverted ingredients, and lots of flavor. Interested? We'll write the ingredients listed in the description y empecemos. First things first, let's make the dough. The Chicago pizza dough is very different from the other pizza doughs. This one is very flaky and semi-crunchy, but it's also soft and doughy. To achieve this, we'll put together flour, salt, sugar, active dry yeast, and an ingredient that will make all the crunchy difference, cornmeal. My lovely mixer Dolly will help me with the dough, but if you don't have this, you can always use a hand mixer or do it with your hands. And now let's wake up the yeast. For this, just add a bit of melted butter and warm water little by little. How to net this, but we'll scrape the sides to help her. If you see your dough getting too dry, you can add a bit more of warm water. And once it looks like this, we'll pass it to a clean and floured surface. Here we're going to net it by hand and form it into a ball. We'll transfer this to a bowl that I previously prepped with a bit of olive oil, and let's make sure to cover our dough in it. And cover the bowl with aluminum foil as well. Heat your oven to 250 Fahrenheit, and once it reaches that temperature, turn it off. And now stick your dough in the oven so that the heat that remains there will help it grow and double its size. You'll leave it there for an hour to an hour and a half. More than an hour has passed, and let's see how our dough looks. Wow, look! It's double, even triple its size. We press it down a bit and then transfer it on top of our floured surface to net it a bit more. And this time we'll extend it using a trusty friend.
Ramon el aplanador.
With it, extend your dough into a 15 by 12 inch rectangle. And now we'll laminate the dough, which is basically applying a bit of room temperature butter on top and folding it onto itself. This will give the dough its flaky texture and a super extra delicious flavor. Roll it up like you would do with a cinnamon roll dough, only this time from the shorter side. Regrease the bowl with olive oil, and now let's split the dough roll into two and make each half a small ball. This will be enough to make 2 pizza pies. And now we gotta let it rest for another hour, this time in a cool place. I'll leave mine inside the fridge. And in the meantime, let's prepare a delicious sauce. Let's begin with the traditional flavors, sauteing some garlic and onion which I grated earlier. Add to this some crushed tomatoes and tomato sauce that we'll season with red chili flakes, oregano and basil, and a bit of sugar and salt. Mix this well. It smells delicious. But you know, I always love to try new things and experiment with food, so I'm gonna add a special touch. And to achieve this, we'll add some of this Tabasco sauce. This will heighten the flavor of each of the ingredients in our pizza, and I love it because it adds my special touch, a Latino touch that will go very well with my choice of pizza toppings. Just you wait and see. Let's add a few spoons, mix, and cover the pot to cook this over low heat and let it reduce itself. Make sure to prep your baking pans with a bit of oil and more cornmeal. Our dough is finally ready! Wow, look how it's grown! I'll be using just one of the balls, and this time I'll extend it as a circle. We're
gotta make sure the dough's perimeter is at least an inch bigger than our pans.
A useful tip to transfer our dough onto our pan is to roll it on our rolling pin.
And unraveling it onto the mold. Press it down gently, making sure the pan's borders are well covered. If you have excess dough, just cut it.
And it's time to build our pizza. Like I mentioned, this type of pizza is unique in that the ingredients are inverted, so let's start with the cheese.
Let's create a yummy base with a very generous serving of mozzarella, and we'll cover this as well by pouring our delicious sauce on top. Add a bit of some Parmesan cheese.
And even though the traditional Chicago style pizza doesn't have cheese on top, I'm going to add more mozzarella on top because I can't help myself. Queso lovers would understand. Last but not least, let's add the toppings that will pair best with our spicy Tabasco sauce, chicken and chorizo.
Remember to cook both of them before adding them to the pizza, and we'll make sure we spread them well.
And that's it! Let's stick this beauty into an oven that's been preheating to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and leave it there for about 20 to 25 minutes. While that's cooking, remember to subscribe to this channel by hitting that red button for more yummy recipes every week. And if you make any of my recipes, send me your photos to any of the social media that I'll leave you down below.
And our pizza is ready! Oh goodness! I think adding a pinch of cilantro will also pair well with our chorizo and add some color.
This smell is too inviting. Let's just dig in. Wow, this is my best pizza yet. Seriously, the combination of the chorizo and the Tabasco spicy sauce is perfect. And every bite has a mouthful of a scrumptious and delicious texture. Wow, you gotta try this. And I generally don't eat the ends, but seriously, look at this dough. It's so delicious. Hope you liked this video and that you delve deeper in the world of pizzas by making it. And also leave me a comment down below with other cheesy recipes that you'd like me to try on this channel. I'll leave you with more cheese-loving recipes down here and other yumminess over here. Subscribe and I'll see you on the next La Cooquette. Adios!